Hello fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. On the last episode, we didn't start well. I mean, we were pretty much put in a corner, but April May came onto the stand, and despite the fact that her first testimony was fairly good, we managed to find cracks in it, and now we are turning it around because she let everyone know that she knew the thinker was a clock, despite the fact that it would have been impossible to hear. And, you know, there's only two in the world, and one of them's at the police station because it's an evidence, and the other one is now evidence as well. Oh, poor Larry. Both his clocks are murder weapons. So, we need to find out exactly why April May knows it's a clock. We kind of already have an idea, but no one else knows what that idea is currently. So, let us continue with Patrick May.
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness has seen it before. That wouldn't make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Of course I do. That can't be in a store. There's only two in the world. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Well, it's the thinker. Duh. Made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
She sounds like Charles from Toma. I love it. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse.
Mumph.
Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Okay, Phoenix, you're getting a little too cocky.
Ooh. Oh ho ho. Murph.
Oh.
What's it to you, Porcupine Head?
I don't want to. There's no way I was going to get that scream correctly. Oh, but the music kicked in. Oh, we got her trapped, and her face is god-awful. Holy crap.
That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die.
I love this voice now. Patrick Star voice. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh? Oh.
Silly me, grunt. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Tee-hee, wink.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know that weapon was a clock? No, she's staring right at Phoenix. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it, you had heard about it. She didn't hold it. Because we know who the real murderer is, and it wasn't her. It was a guy wearing pink, but it wasn't her, 'cause she's a girl wearing pink, and it's completely different. But she had heard of it, and we'll find out exactly how in just a moment. Unless you already know what. It's in our court record. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I could show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard of the murder weapon was a clock. Well, it's the wiretap found in Miss May's hotel room. We noticed, remember the phone in Mia's office had a little loose screws? There might have been something about it. Have a look at this.
Ooh, did that?
I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright! Oops, wrong voice. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May? You were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not?
Ooh.
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubled me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can! It's simple.
What?
That face. Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... That's the phone, isn't it? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Yeah, music stops dead. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
I...
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
Lurker.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer?
Good defense.
It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Ooh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Yeah, creepy, psychotic person. Now to deal the final blow. She didn't do it. Don't say that. It doesn't really matter. You can ask why the wiretap. I mean, she didn't kill her. We knew it. Why wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping, irrelevant?
Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Hey, it's true. It's not really that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I didn't see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Darn, she's good. Quit it, Phoenix! Knock it off!
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course, I can. And will.
You can't be serious. No way!
Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer.
I gotta get the SpongeBob voice somewhere. Or I go Squidward. Who would be the perfect Squidward voice? I have no idea.
Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. I never said she was the murderer! So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Mia Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defendant have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. So I can choose to either continue examining Miss May, which probably won't get me anywhere, but I might find something else, or I can call the bellboy as a witness, which, I mean, if he can confirm exactly what happens, maybe he can tell us something else. So, we're gonna call the bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunk it quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy.
But why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing.
However,
if you agree to one
condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. I know she's not the killer! Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Mia Fey. That is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? I can accept the condition, or I can give up. That's not we're never giving up. No surrender, Phoenix! Alright. I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Trap card! No! Summon skull! Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. He's here? I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. I forgot what voice I give the bellboy now. Yes, sir. I don't remember. I don't remember what voice. I barely talked to him. And that was like what, several episodes ago now. Also, I like the fact that listen to this explanation why he's looked just like this. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. Yeah. So that I don't have to make a new sprite for him. They just made him like, oh, I was working, but he called me here, so I brought everything, including the tea set. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I could give him Squidward's voice. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel. Business for 4 generations. I think I just switched his voice. Oh well. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her in precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May, herself. Well, that didn't help us. I see. The defense may begin his cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, my will be finished. So we need to find something in this cross-examination that'll prove Maya's not the killer. 16 minutes. Well, let's finish this off. We're not that far away, because the music is speeding up and kicking in, which means we're very close to the end. So let's press, not the first, not the second, not the third statement, but we're going to press the 4th statement. So let's press this one. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... well... Oh, okay. That was creepy. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? I saw them. Oh, good job for, saying, professional. She asked for nice coffee to be brought at 8 that was the... Did I press the right thing? 1, 2, yeah. Okay. There we go. Precisely 9 o'clock then. I think I pressed the wrong thing there. Or precisely 9 o'clock then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh.
Oh, bellboy, tee-hee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock.
Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. Like I gave him Gumshoe's voice. Why would she be so particular about the time? And so let's press this one here. I accidentally pressed the wrong thing. Although it did prove something a little bit funny. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, I guess, sir, favored me with, an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. But why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. You're kind of creepy, bellboy. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing here. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? We can protest, or we can give up like a baby. Let's not give up like a baby. Fight the power, Phoenix! Wait! Please wait! Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. I said charade because he's fancy. See that little caveat he's wearing? Instead of charade, because it's not as fancy as charade. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay, this is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? And you only get one chance. So, actually, you only get one chance. So let's choose check-in. So tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in, Miss May. Oh, all right. Very well, sir. I think I found his voice again. I'm sure. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me. What exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I have a little chance with her lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. Good job, Edgeworth. That's how you got 4 years of undefeatedness right there. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool! I'm giving Edgeworth like a deeper, eviler voice. I've done it! I've won! No, I kicked back in. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who? Who was this other person? Simple. It was not Miss April May. Not the bellboy. Why would the other person be April May? That's the person she was with. The man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. How'd you forget him? We just did a cross-examination about that guy. Your Honor, as he has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oh, kick him right in the ego. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Luda! Enough! The court acknowledges the defendant's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Mia Fey. Court is adjourned. Miss Wright, you're amazing in there. But really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no. I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, that's gonna be fun. This case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. And so that's going to end this episode. Oh, hold on. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that got left on the record. And so we'll get that added to our court record, the only thing that's really not that much of a lie. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to get her free. And we're gonna get a to be continued here. So, the first court case was a day long, and it was literally just the court case. This episode so far, or at least this case, has been investigation, court, and now we're gonna go back to the investigation, so that we can go back to court tomorrow in game time. So, that's gonna do it for this episode. We finished up the second court. Not done with the case yet. Heading on to the next investigation part. We need to find out exactly who this man was that Miss April May was with. We might have an idea. I mean, we do know what he kind of looks like if we go off the beginning. So, let's try and find that mysterious man that murdered Mia. Wow, that was all M's there. Good alliteration, me. So, until next time, hopefully you enjoy. Oh, look. Hello. Hello, Moblin. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Almost. I got a little scared there for a brief moment when I saw that Moblin pop up. Because I got a comment saying that. Oh, hello, another Moblin. No, that's a mini blend. I had a comment saying that there are a bunch of mini blends that have to fight like 1,000. I got very frightened for a moment because I did not have any memory of doing that ever. I think I would have had some sort of memory fighting 1,000 mini blends. Like, I would have died.